Hello again guys, as requested I'm doing a video on combos that I use and that I recommend for other people to use. When it comes to combos, for me it's hard to say I just look, this is my combo and use this. I personally prefer to always show people just parts of combos that they can combine together in different situations. Basically, like you've got different parts that you can mix together however you like, depending on your situation. So let's just start, and I'm gonna do every combo, I mean most of the combos starting in Awakening for now, because most of the damage comes from Awakening as a striker. Sorry about that. Let's say we can divide combos in two parts. One part is combos that you can do while your enemy is standing up, and second part of the combos, I mean second group of the combos, is once your enemy is down and you have to start with grab, or if you start with grab. Both are the same thing. So basically, let's say the first combos that I prefer to use personally is the combos that you can use while your enemy is standing up. This means that you have to stiffen or stun your enemy in order for these combos to work. Otherwise they're gonna get away. So the first engage that I use most of the time if I wanna stiffen if I wanna keep my enemy standing is of course Rampaging Predator. After Rampaging Predator you can always use Echo Spirit into Endless Fight, and this will keep your enemies CC'd. To be honest, you can use those three skills in whatever combination you like. You can start with Echo Spirit, go into Endless Fight, and end with Rampaging Predator, and your enemy will still be stiffened, I mean CC'd. Actually it's a stun at the end. So Echo Spirit, Endless Fight, stiffens, then you stun again for the second time with Rampaging Predator. This actually works in PvP on players, which is really nice. Why would you want to keep your enemy standing though? There's one skill that I really like to use, and it's called Crosswind. The Crosswind has air attack and critical, which is pretty rare for air attacks, for them to have 100% critical chance. This basically means this attack, if you land an air attack with it, it has, I think, a bit over 6 times multiplier. I think it's 6.8 something multiplier, and it goes even higher if you got critical gems in your offhand. Or if you use ladder, the special attack, it increases damage from air attack, and then you put 1 critical gem and it will increase the multiplier again. So basically this skill, if you land air attack critical, will do shitloads of damage. Human, there we go. So basically the best way to use this attack is when your enemy is standing. So this is the second part. I mean the first part is keeping your the part of the combo where you keep your enemy standing up. So continuing that part, you can always do Spiral Cannon into Crosswind, and this will air attack and knock down your enemy. Actually I think it's bound, sorry, I think it's a bound after float, because it floats your enemy first, the Crosswind. Yeah, it applies floating, so when your enemy gets in the ground he will get up really fast. To combine these two, it would look like this. Let's say we start with Rampaging Predator. There we go. So what to do next after you land up, I mean after you do Crosswind? I usually use two different parts there. One part would be using Niihama into Hidden Claw and Savage Fang. The second part would be turning my camera and landing on my enemy with Skull Crusher. Let me show you how that looks like. So the first one would be with Niihama. Change into Niihama, Hidden Claw, and on players actually that would not apply a float but just down smash. And you can grab your enemy if it's a player right after this combo. So as soon as you do Savage Fang in this combo, you can grab your enemy. Sorry. and grab right after this last attack. The second type that I mentioned is turning your camera. This looks like this. You land on your enemy and I use Shift F to do Skull Crusher right away. This actually deals really high damage. The first one would be used on enemies that you notice that the Crosswind didn't do as much damage, so you kind of want to continue in your combo as long as possible. You want to keep CCing them and wait for your cooldowns to go off. So the second one would be used. I would normally use it on archers or like squishy classes. You just come in and just destroy them instantly with this combo. This really deals shitloads of damage. For me, it's really nice at the end there I used Endless Explosion. It's really nice to use Endless Explosion after Skull Crusher because I've got 20% critical chance increase on my Skull Crusher, and Endless Explosion will crit more. When it crits, again multipliers hit and it will deal quite a lot more damage. So normally I tend to use Endless Explosion after Skull Crusher. So going now to skills that, combo parts that start with grabs. Normally I start my combos with grabs in Unawakening stance because the Unawakening grab is knockdown on good last hit, and the Awakening grab, where is it again, up here, Hellbreak, is a bound. So it's kind of better to use Unawakening grab first, so you get a knockdown. A knockdown, you can do more damage. What I do is I use Skull Crusher on Quick Slot, because you can use Skull Crusher, actually you can use both Skull Crusher and Infernal Destruction on Quick Slot to instantly transfer from Unawakening to Awakening. So I would grab my enemy in Unawakening and then I just press a Quick Slot to do Skull Crusher. After this you got different ways of continuing this combo basically. Some people like to use Spiral Cannon to do a down smash right away, but I prefer to use it two different ways. First would be Skull Crusher, Endless Explosion, and then I grab again. After the second grab I can use Infernal Destruction into Endless Fight, and then I can grab for the third time. This is one type. This does not deal as much damage as the one that I'm gonna show you now, but it keeps your enemy CC'd a bit longer, though if you can do more damage, of course, it's better to land this second combo. The second combo, though, it's a bit tricky, because it doesn't always work. I'm not sure why, but some classes get up from your knockdown a bit faster, so it doesn't always work. I highly recommend, if you're gonna use this combo that I'm gonna show, that you try to get as high attack speed as possible, including Alchemy Stone, including buff from space, or I'm using it from number 2 key slot, Crouching Wolf. So basically, you grab your enemy, and you hope for them not to resist. I'm gonna go for this one. There's one missing, he's invisible. So you grab your enemy, keybind for Skull Crusher, Echo Spirit, then you do Spiral Cannon into Endless Fight, grab again, Endless Explosion, Infernal Destruction, and you go away. After that, basically, you can either use sorry, forgot the name, Crosswind, or Infernal Destruction, doesn't really matter. Like if you want to stay close and keep super armor, you can use Infernal Destruction and just wait it out. Or you can use, if you have to get away, you use Crosswind, turn camera and run away. It really depends on situation. So that would actually be my main three types of grabbing. The one that I didn't show is you grab your enemy, Skull Crusher, Spiral Cannon, and this will do down smash, and you can grab again. But like I said, with using Echo Spirit, you get more damage in, because it's a knockdown, and you can do more damage because you've got time. Maybe I would use this skill if I just do the unawakening grab. Then maybe it's cool. And you grab afterwards with unawakening grab. When you actually grab, I just remembered, when you actually grab in unawakening and you don't have Skull Crusher, what I recommend is using this combo. Crimson Fang combo, just the basic Crimson Fang combo. It's really nice combo. It has 2 or 3 down smashes, I think. Let me check. 2 are for sure, but maybe it's 3. No, it's 2 down smashes. So the first one is Final Blow, then you do Roaring Tiger at the end. This is just basic unawakening combo. With down smashes. If you're afraid that your enemy will get up a bit faster, you can cancel this combo by pressing F and you do actually a hurricane sweep. No, just hurricane, sorry. This is basically you just do Crimson Fang, then press F and left click, and you will go straight to down smashes. So, yeah. This is the second thing that I use. I also use this after grab. Like this. To down smash my enemy. Then I use Spiral Cannon and second grab. But this is also explained in another video that I did like quite some time ago, because it's an old combination. What else do we have? While your enemy is standing and you have to debuff them. My favorite way to debuff my enemy is to stun them. Whatever you use to stun them, if you start in Awakening, you can also, always do Mass Destruction. And after Mass Destruction, you can go into Niihama, and if you wait a bit and press right click, you go straight into Crimson Fang combo. Be careful that you wait that little bit. If you're gonna do it too fast, so starting with Niihama, if you just press right click, you're gonna do Rock Smash unless you have it locked. If you have Rock Smash locked, you don't have to worry about it. You can just hold right click. Let me show you how that looks like. If you lock Rock Smash, you can just hold right click, and it's a bit faster. It's better for certain combos. Let me show you how you have to wait if you have Rock Smash unlocked. It's quite slower. So if you wanna do this combo all the time, I recommend you lock Rock Smash. But if you use it like I do for super armor, then you will have to wait a bit. Or just do Rock Smash first. But that will first knock down your enemy, of course, and kind of defeats the purpose that I want to show you. So, starting with a stun, you go into Death Blow to first get DP debuff on you. Oh, by the way, how I did this was, after you finish with certain attacks in Awakening and press C, this is my C. Basically, I've got it on mouse and I don't know why this symbol appeared. No idea. Basically, when you switch, you do this elbow strike. You can go through all the skills and check what happens when you do certain skill, if it ends with animation where your character does an elbow strike. If I just do Crimson Fang, you can see that it's the same elbow strike. Right? So basically, when you do the switch like this, you can just press shift and right click, and you will just be in the Crimson Fang combo. Forgot to switch, sorry. I can go like this. And this is the Crimson Fang combo, as you can see. Crimson Fang, Death Strike. So, let's say I manage to stun my enemy with Rampaging Predator, then I can just switch Crimson Fang, keep him stunned, then I do the Somersault with Rising Blast combo. The point of this is that I debuff my enemy for evasion. I use this combo only if enemy is a high evasion class, high evasion based class. So Kunoichus, ninjas, mystics, other strikers. If I feel that I'm missing, I try to use this combo. Only the second part, when you land down, applies the debuff. So keep that in mind. You can grab your enemy afterwards, so that's no problem, and you can continue with normal combo. Like this. There you go. So this is basically debuffing. I don't really use the ultimate crush debuff for 15%. I kind of find it too slow to use. Though if there's someone who likes to use it, there's another way of doing it. Again, switching from a switching animation. Basically, when you do the mass destruction to your right side and you switch, you do uppercuts with your right hand. If you check ultimate crush, ultimate crush, the first attack is a hook with your right hand. It's almost the same animation as this, so I figured, oh actually it's the same animation, so I figured I'm gonna try using it the same way I did Awakening to Non-Awakening. And guess what? You can use mass destruction, switch, then just hold keybind for ultimate crush and it will do second, third and fourth hit from ultimate crush. So it would look like this. There you go. So you can use it like this to debuff your enemy, but I kind of find it meh. It's really nice if you land it, but the problem with this skill is that sometimes when you basically do this combo and you air attack your enemy, they get desynced. Most of the time they actually get desynced and you cannot do anything afterwards, they just get teleported away. So I don't use that combo anymore. What else do we have? I think I already covered combination with Unawakenings. Yeah, there's another video that I did quite some time ago with combinations of skills in Unawakening that you can do after you do a grab. So if you want to know that, you can check that video. Oh right, PvE. What you can do in PvE. In PvE, I really like one certain skill, and it's called Stalking Wolf. I also have Attack Against Monsters add-on on it, and critical rate 20%. This is basically a teleport skill that you can use for moving around really fast, like this. I usually just do it like this, then I transfer right into mass destruction. So it looks like this. This helps me get around in between groups of mobs super fast, but I wouldn't recommend using it against players unless you're fighting against a wizard and he teleports away and starts using the lighthouse skill, which heals him. And you can try using this skill at that point, but if a wizard is paying attention, he will most likely dodge and stun you right away, because this skill has no defense whatsoever. So I wouldn't recommend using it in PvP. However, in PvE, it's a great skill to use to jump around, and then you can combine it with mass destruction to just get that accuracy bonus. Yeah. Then next up, the skills, the combination that I use a lot in PvE is starting with Rage Hammer. Basically what I do is Rage Hammer, if you read the description, you will see that this basically attack pulls your target on good hits. So it's really good for grouping mobs closer to you. So you use this to group your mobs, then press space to do Crouching Wolf, which again has pull your enemies to you. Pulls the target on good hits, PvE only. And then you can press Shift F and you will instantly transfer into Awakening. Skull Crusher. Looks like this. Pulls your targets and then Skull Crusher. After that you can do Infernal Destruction, or if you want you can do Endless Explosion, stuff like that. But just this skill, like for example how I would use it in mass fight, in farming mobs. This is the combination I would use, and normally mobs, now that we have Jin skill on Rage Hammer, they usually die after this combo already, so it's pretty nice. Otherwise I think that would be it. There's not much more combos that I use. It's really like just this parts of combos that I combine together depending on situation. Yeah, guys, if you have any comments or any questions, just feel free to comment this video. You can also contact me on my Discord if you want to know more. But yeah, I hope this video helped you, and see you again next time, guys.